It is not. It's what we've heard from you. It's what we've been working with the consultants to put down on paper. We believe we have a pretty good, solid plan, but there may be some additions that need made to it. There may be some edits that need made to it. We're here today to vet that with you all. With that said, I actually at this point want to turn it over to the consultants. They're going to lay out how we're going to go through the evening. But again, thank you for being here. And
thank you, Daniel. Good evening, everybody. My name is Fred Merrill. I'm with Sasaki Associates. We're a planning and design firm in Boston, and I'm here.
So here's a couple of images of what those play fields would look like. Here you have Kennard Park, which is apparently not a very safe place. It's not a very well-used place, except for the basketball courts in the corner. And so really taking advantage of that energy and building upon it, building upon the existing basketball, introducing maybe a track and a football field, but possibly a regional recreation center at the corner, and opening up sort of a clearing in the trees and allowing visibility, introducing people back into the park and visibility from surrounding neighbors so that it becomes a safe and enjoyable place for the neighborhood. So looking at
that a significant place by concentrating future development near commercial uses, so kind of trying to make a node within that place. So what you see here is we're creating a continuous green space along Heron from Center Avenue all the way to the border up there. Realizing that we have this investment of the new senior housing, and trying to make that a place. That is the moment on Heron Avenue where the cars that are shooting through begin to stop and begin to.
The management committee has been through an exercise in which we've gone through community goals. We've looked at the cost of various initiatives, how much they might cost, how long they might take to initiate, how long they might take to implement, and then the scale of the impact of these different proposals. So these are all important parts. So for example, community goals are here. Some initiatives might be very inexpensive. They can be achieved relatively quickly for low money. Others might be very expensive, large mixed-use redevelopment plans. Some might be able to be initiated quite quickly, but they might take a longer time to implement. Then the scale of the impact has to be considered, whether it's on a block scale or the entire neighborhood or the entire hill district scale. What we've learned so far, and we're going to ask you to help further this thing tonight, is that from the management committee's perspective, we have sort of 5, these are all the urban design proposals here, 5 that pop out as being the most important. First is redeveloping Madison Terrace. Second is focusing commercial efforts on Center Avenue to make that district more vibrant and more active. The third was redeveloping Bedford dwellings. The fourth one was establishing a diverse network of parks along the Kirkpatrick Street corridor that Stephen talked about. And then this idea of encouraging mixed use of Wiley and Heron, trying to make Heron more of a community asset. So those are urban design strategies that kind of pop out from the management committee. All these are important, but these are the ones that seem to have the highest priority. And from a program initiatives, the things that Lynn just went through, we have a whole list of them, but ones that seem to be popping out the most were this idea of small business support to get more economic energy occurring in the Hill. Again, Center Avenue being a business district to make it a more focused, vibrant location. The idea of homeowner support for the Hill District is largely a residential neighborhood. We want to make sure that those policies and programs can come forward. Fourth is job placement, and this parking strategy, which is a little bit surprising to us. We didn't realize the importance of this.
And other kids through like the Urban Fellows program and stuff, where they can see kids like themselves who may have come from similar kinds of backgrounds but are pointed in the right direction. We also, as I said before, we want to leave a plan in place where people can step up and say, I'll be responsible for this part of the plan or another part of the plan. So that involves law enforcement as well. And it's talking about building a relationship that addresses some of these problems. So I think if a kid's got a test to worry about or has a decent job and doesn't have to look over his or her shoulder or get engaged in negative activity like drugs, that it's going to be a better neighborhood for everybody. What? I'm sorry?
Workforce development. If someone wants to take your business and open it as a school for teaching children a trade, workforce development. Business, I guess it is. Business incubation. What did you say? Okay, down here, to help entrepreneurs start a new business. Okay. Vacant property for community meetings is 3. 4, comprehensive parking strategy. That's all.
It's very good.